Today we're going to tell you what's new and what's next and what matters, and as always, hear right from the folks who are working to make it all happen. You'll see these little things. These are mints. So when we're all done here, we're all still friends. There are onions on some of the salads, so these are mints, but there's a trick to this. I started trying to peel up the edge, and someone's going to split a fingernail or two. You press the top, and then it comes open. So, just a word of safety out there. So I want to make sure everybody can get into this without them going all over the room.
Thank you all for being here today, to be here to celebrate and support the work of Lake Washington Schools Foundation. As we reflect on our 19 years of service and our mission to raise funds and amplify community resources to provide students in Lake Washington School District with what they need to thrive both now and in the future, we can see that the success of this organization is directly related to the care that this community has for each of its members, in particular, our children. We also have the benefit of working with a school district that is well-run and fiscally sound, so that the work that the foundation does can have the maximum impact.
Speaking of community support, you can see from our annual report, you all have a copy at your tables, that corporate support provides a significant amount of the funding necessary to do the work that we do. And much of that comes in as event sponsorships. Please help us give a big thank you to our event sponsors.
All right, and up next, we will be sharing a video that provides an overview of our strategic areas of focus and highlights some of the programs that fall in those areas.
At the Lake Washington Schools Foundation, we're on a mission to make sure every student has the tools they need to thrive today and tomorrow. Here's how. When you support the foundation, you're building connections between people and across communities. Through our Inclusive Libraries program, your contributions give every student access to books that reflect their individual journeys and provide a gateway to understanding others. Through the distribution of resources that honor diverse experiences, you're nurturing a climate of kindness and empathy in our schools. When you support the foundation, you're also backing an exceptional teen-led program called Kids Coming Together that fosters friendships and nurtures the next generation of young leaders through hands-on community service projects. Your contributions also build connections and improve accessibility through our partnership with Noticias en Español. These weekly video newsletters center Spanish-speaking voices and perspectives, ensuring that information about academic opportunities is not only translated, but trans-created to provide relevant cultural context. Supporting the foundation also means enhancing learning opportunities and helping students launch into their life after high school. Your contributions fuel the Amazing Reading Challenge and the Battle of the Books. These team-based reading competitions promote literacy, academic excellence, and teamwork among students across the district. You're also actively fostering innovation in schools by providing support for robotics programs and STEM equipment, empowering students to explore engineering concepts and develop practical, in-demand skills. Your support of academic accessibility continues with Find Your Fit, which helps families navigate the ever-changing college admissions process. Your contributions to the foundation are essential in promoting mental wellness in our schools. With your help, LWSF bring training into our schools to equip teachers and other school staff to identify and respond to mental health challenges in adolescents providing life-saving skills and crucial early intervention. You also fuel the Lynx Lunch Buddy Mentoring Program. Since 2002, Lynx volunteers have been helping students feel engaged, valued, and connected. Your contributions also create calming corners in our high schools. These safe spaces within the school environment and give solace to students who may be feeling overwhelmed or dealing with anxiety. When you support the foundation, you're breaking down barriers to education. Your contributions provide access to essential resources like food and social services, liberating students to focus on academic and personal development. Since 2010, Pantry Packs has been tackling childhood hunger head-on. This year, Pantry Packs volunteers will purchase, pack, and distribute more than 30,000 weekend meal packs to students in our community who lack reliable access to food. And because hunger doesn't take a holiday, your support also gives families vouchers to buy food during school breaks. With your partnership, the Lake Washington Schools Foundation builds connections, enhances learning, supports wellness, and reduces barriers. Your support allows us to deliver what students need when they need it, no matter what new challenges arise. Together, we can ensure equity in education. Together, we can give students what they need to succeed. Together, we can be the bridge.
Now, during COVID and the long restart in the years since, nothing has been more important than the health and well-being of our kids, especially mental health and well-being of those in the critical teen years, the middle school and the high school kids. More is coming at them than ever. And we all know that. If we're around kids those age, they have so much they are dealing with on a daily basis. Now, Teen Mental Health First Aid began in the district as a pilot project in 2019 with trainers from the district and Youth East Side Services, or YES. They're a community agency addressing mental health and substance abuse challenges. Now, Teen Mental Health First Aid teaches teens how to identify and respond when they see their friends and classmates who might be struggling. And the Lake Washington Schools Foundation is right there helping to put it all in action. Now we'll get a quick look at the program, and then we'll hear from Anisha, Cora, and Chase.
The Lake Washington Schools Foundation proudly supports teen mental health first aid training at Tesla STEM High School. This evidence-based course empowers high school students to recognize mental health and substance abuse issues in their peers, provide initial support, and connect them with professional resources. Over time, this program cultivates a more supportive school environment, encourages early intervention, and helps dismantle the stigma surrounding mental health, creating a community where no child struggles alone.
We are at a phase in our lives where we are adapting to physical and emotional changes, and COVID isolation impacted us at a crucial phase in our lives. At the same time, we are hearing from our parents that we have to get into a good college or else we'll never make a living, and from our coaches that we have to practice harder or we'll never be good enough to get a scholarship, and from TikTok and Instagram that we need to look different to be attractive. During my 5-hour-long Teen Link phone line shifts, I realized that teens will share with each other what they may never share with an adult. One shift, a teen called tearfully and shared that her dad had lost his job and they were unable to afford the rent and didn't know where they would live next month. Another teen called when their brother was in prison and she was feeling alone and afraid. There's so many calls like those, and I wish there was in-person help available in the schools where I could help my peers in person. And then the Teen Link Mental Health First program started at Tesla STEM, and it provides just the support that teens are looking for, right there in their school and in person. The program wasn't just teaching how to help your friends, but it was also teaching teens how to help themselves too. I hope that after taking the Teen Mental Health First Aid training, my peers will feel just as comfortable going to the school counselors to talk about feelings of depression and anxiety as they would going to the nurse for a headache.
We're here today to express our gratitude for the invaluable support provided by the Lake Washington Schools Foundation, which has enabled us to implement our current mental health curriculum, Teen Mental Health First Aid. While we're blessed with students of incredible abilities across the district, their strengths do not make them immune from the issues, both big and small, that we know teenagers face across the globe. Managing their phone use, going to sleep on time, navigating friendships, understanding the difference between healthy stress and anxiety, deciding what they'll do with their futures, and contending with challenges like depression and substance abuse and so much more. It has become an educational necessity to remind all students that being college and future ready entails not only understanding but implementing self-care and having the knowledge to be able to look out for one another.
So this is where Teen Mental Health First Aid has been invaluable. It recognizes something we already know. Teens are more likely to turn to each other for support before going to an adult. Over 6 class periods, our 10th graders at Tesla STEM are taught the following. As Anisha already said, look for warning signs in their peers, ask questions, listen closely, help their friends connect with trusted adults, and remember that their friendship is their most powerful tool. By fostering a culture of peer support, we want to ensure no student struggles alone, and that lifelines and strategies are clearly outlined for those in their darkest moments. In our daily work, there have been observable improvements in individual students' well-being and an overall shift toward more open dialogue about mental health. This shift can be seen in many of the comments on students' exit tickets. Here are just a few in response to the question, "One thing I learned today." I play an important role in helping my friends through crises. You don't have to be a mental health official to help. Don't ignore warning signs. Help now is better than help later. Always ask about suicide directly. Ways to help someone potentially overdosing. There's a lot of resources to help others in need. People can recover from seemingly hopeless places. You can get better and still move on with your mental health challenge if you get help, so get help.
Some of the very students we've referred to who suffered in silence once, even considered ending their pain through suicide, were helped through their worst times via Teen Mental Health First Aid and are soon to walk our graduation stage.
We want to focus on our elementary school children now in the district and how the foundation, through your support, is helping kids on a one-on-one basis. The Links Lunch Buddy Mentoring Program is a school-based program that provides support and guidance to elementary students through just having a lunch buddy, just that. Someone to talk to, someone who will listen, one-on-one, and everything that they want to express, they can express in a private, supportive setting.
Hi, my name's Kelly Eaton. I'm the Secretary Registrar here at Samantha Smith Elementary. I've been the coordinator for the Links program here for 4 years. What I really enjoy about this program is that it is the opportunity to pair an adult mentor with a student. They meet once a week for an hour. They get to spend that quality time eating lunch, playing games, lots of activities for them to do. And it really is a wonderful program because I get to see the interactions and the benefits between the mentor and the student. This program brings two people together. They're building confidence. It's unconditional. It brings me a lot of joy and a lot of pride to be able to have that program here at Samantha Smith.
As a young student at Redmond Elementary, Stephanie Zuhl was matched with a mentor through the Links Lunch Buddy program. Years later, a chance reunion with her former mentor inspired her to volunteer with Links herself, sharing the guidance and encouragement that she once received with a new generation of students.
I think a reason the Links program thought I could benefit from a lunch buddy was because I was really shy and not all the adults in my life were present, and one-on-one time with in a quiet spot with a woman did feel really good. I don't know the exact reason I was paired with Harmony and she could benefit from a buddy, but I believe that the same way I benefited, I had an adult to just have my full attention and know that I'm here to care and have fun, and maybe anything else she'd want to have help with from me, I'd be honored to do it. Ultimately, every kid could benefit from a buddy, possibly different home situation or self-esteem, mental, emotional reasons. It feels like an honor that I have the availability to do it and that it's such a simple thing to do, and because I benefited, I'm honored to hopefully help someone else in the same way.
After Marcus Grindy's children graduated from Samantha Smith Elementary, he decided to remain active in the school community as a Lynx Lunch Buddy mentor. His compassion and support have helped his buddy thrive, earning Marcus the 2023 Brad Owen Excellence in Mentoring Award.
I'm working with a kid who's he was kind of withdrawn and a little quiet at first. So the first couple of times I came in, I said, I'm not sure if I'm getting through to this kid. And so I talked to the teacher. She's like, "You're doing great. He just needs some calm energy during lunch, just a safe place where he can kind of do what he wants, and have somebody there that he knows is his friend and he can ask questions to and play with." And in our case, it's just a place where he can have kind of some unstructured time and have kind of a break from having to focus on school, maybe some of the challenges that he has from school. It's an adult figure in somebody's life that has a positive impact on them. So, I'm not a teacher and I do other things for a living, but this is a way to kind of be able to contribute in that way. So.
When you support the Lunch Buddy Links program, it supports many more people in many more ways that it's even understandable that I don't even know exist. There is no expense too big that is more important than maybe helping a kid who could benefit from it.
I've had the great honor and pleasure to watch these children change and be excited to see their mentor, the smiles, the laughter, just the evolution through this whole process, these mentors bringing, this unconditional care and love for these kids.
I'm grateful to be able to have an impact on somebody's life. And I have memories of different mentors from my life. So that's a motivator. I'm grateful that the program was set up in the first place. I think it's a very worthwhile type of program. I was a really shy kid when I was growing up, and if I had had somebody come in to be a mentor, I think I would have really enjoyed that.
I am very grateful that this program still exists. Being a recipient of the program made huge improvements of my life. Realizing it's such an easy, simple, and fun thing to give back to, I'm honored it still exists, and hope it can expand every way possible.
I definitely would like to thank the Lake Washington Schools Foundation. I really believe that without your help and support, that we would not be able to have this program. It may just sound trivial, but just once a week for 1 hour makes a difference in this child's day and in that week, and then all of that anticipation that leads up to it. I hope that with the generous donations that continue to come into the foundation to help this Links program. So please continue to donate to the foundation to support the Links program. Thank you.
"30,000 stories are being written, revised, and edited each and every day across this district. The questions we are answering today are: 1, are these collective stories worth our time, energy, and financial resources? 2nd, what role do we want to take in influencing and supporting these stories? 3rd, which individual stories are we willing to go above and beyond for? And finally, at the end of the day, are our young people worth it? Yes, our young students and young people are worth our time, our energy, our financial resources. Their stories are worth it, and this organization is doing their part. We have heard from our students that the programs such as inclusive libraries have provided a new outlook for them as they see characters, leading characters that identify just like them. The foundation has been instrumental in supporting innovative approaches such as our Students of Color Conference hosted at Cascadia College. This conference aims to empower our students to show how they can have a voice and to experience life on a college campus, paving their way for a vision of themselves succeeding on a higher education environment. The Lake Washington School District also values enhancing learning and is committed to academic success. The foundation has historically supported team-based literacy programs such as Battle of the Books and the newly formed Amazing Reading Challenge, which we judged last night. These programs engage learners in unique ways by prioritizing literacy, but also teamwork, collaboration, and problem solving. The partnership with the Lake Washington Schools Foundation and the Lake Washington Schools District has never been stronger. The collaboration, communication, and ongoing visioning about what is possible is what helps create such positive synergy. As a district, we are grateful for the complete commitment the foundation has made to support our mission and our vision for kids.
As we break here after lunch, the weatherman's always working. So we did manage to dodge a good downpour while we were in here, and we've got a little bit of a break. So we can all sort of mingle and say hi before the next wave of rain comes in, but it looks like the weekend's going to be a lot better. But I'd like to personally thank you, and on behalf of Cairo 7, for your attendance here. And don't forget to, if you haven't given, you have it right here. You can take this home, and don't forget the matching gift. The matching donor is $250 and up. Your gift will be matched. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you for being the bridge, and have a wonderful afternoon.